Hey fellow film fighters and film fights fans, this week we shop till we drop dead with some terrifying television commercials. It's Film Fights TV.
Film Fights TV. We set the rules, you make the films, you decide the winner.
On Film Fights TV we look at all the heavyweight entries for each contest on the video competition site filmfights.com. I'll give them a fun review and pick my favourite. But the actual winner will be down to you, so after this video go over to filmfights.com and cast your vote. This week it's the turn of the Lost Episode Fest horror commercial fight. Entrants had to make a 30-second commercial with a horror theme. The good people at Left will give the winner, as chosen by you, $100 in prizes, plus the film will be screened at the festival. Left stands for the Lost Episode Festival of Toronto and is a film festival by fans for fans, and filmmakers of any level can submit their work. This year is the second annual Left Festival and has a horror theme this time round. We have 5 great heavyweights to show you, so let's dive straight in with CS Cigarettes by X-Cape Productions. I like the look of this film. Your use of selective colour was subtle, you had a good variety of shots, and along with the music they lulled you into a false sense of security, giving the reveal of the guy's creepy face more impact. And that blood splat was a nice grisly touch. Your demon voice and makeup were also great. The cigarette floating into the guy's hand was a nice idea, but I feel it could have been executed better. It had that jerky movement like it was on strings, which I'm guessing is how you did it, and I could also see a little bit of what looked like black tape underneath the cigarette, which you can't see in other shots. Also, your blood splat stayed on screen when you cut to your logo. This felt like you'd add it on at the last minute and forgot to trim your effects clip before exporting. Other than that, you did a good job, and thanks for your entry. Next up we have I Hide Commercial by Dutch Lake.
You look like you need a hiding spot. Here, take this phone. We found 1 hiding spots near you. The kitchen island. Distance 10 feet. Chance of survival 20%. Thank you for using iHide. iHide, for everyone in need of a hiding spot. Do you want to rate this app?
This was a nice idea. I liked the humour, that punch. The air whoosh as the phone appeared, and the line "we have found 1 hiding spots near you" all made me smile. The blood effects at the end looked great, and your voiceover was good too. I felt that the girl needed to be backlit so she would stand out more. You could have maybe placed an uplight on the floor behind the table just to break up that dark corner on the left hand side, so her hair wouldn't blend in so much. And that shot after she presses the button and the app is talking is pretty long. It would have been cool to break it up with maybe a close-up shot of the app at work. Say a simple floor plan of the kitchen on the phone screen with a flashing green dot where the hiding place is. Something like that would have been fairly easy to pull off. Apart from that, good job. I see you haven't entered in a couple of years, so welcome back and thanks for your entry. Now we have Success Through the Occult by Oblivion Media Group.
Attention Dunwich, bad luck, no luck, trouble at work, trouble at home, trouble down there. This weekend only let Terry Alsred show you his keys to success with Success Through the Occult.
You'll learn my 5 points to success.
They called his grandfather the Mad Air of Damascus. Now learn why they call Terry Alsred the Mad Air of Wall Street. With this exclusive 3-part seminar, you'll learn Terry's award-winning keys to success with
Success Through the Occult.
Success Through the Occult worked for me.
Yes, you too can have amazing results if you attend Terry Alsred's Success Through the Occult. This weekend only at the Radisson Inn in historic downtown Dunwich.
This was a fun entry. I like the infomercial style that had a real cheesy 80s look to it. And it was cool how you drew inspiration from H.P. Lovecraft's The Dunwich Horror. And although I liked the hard sell, fast talking voiceover, I found it a little hard to understand in places. Also, your aspect ratio changed from 16:9 to 4:3. I'm assuming so the clips of the guy with the whiteboard matched the crowd scene stock footage that you had. But I felt it would have been better to have stuck with 1 aspect ratio. Having said that, this was a funny entry. I see this is your first submission. Welcome to Film Fights and well done on making the heavyweights. Next, it's Human Be Gone by Basement Jesus.
Are you a monster? Have you, just like me, been struggling with those pesky humans for years? Well, no more, I say. I was just about to give up until I found Human Be God. Now when I start to see filthy humans in my kitchen, I just use 1 or 2 sprays of my Human Be God and voila! They all perish within minutes. Your soul's out with Satan now, so don't be a Gnorsnark and buy one today.
This was another funny entry. The idea of an anti-human spray was great. After all, monsters would probably see us as pests. Or food. I liked your voiceover, and the music and cheesy effects added to the comedic tone of the commercial. I feel it could have been better if you dressed your kitchen to make it look a bit more monstery. Maybe some fake cobwebs or a few rubber creepy crawlies lying about the place. And a simple label made in Photoshop would have been better than the handwritten one. Apart from that, good job. And another first timer who's made it into the heavyweights. Well done, welcome to Film Fights, and thanks for your entry. Lastly, we have Night Runners by CG Pro Labs. Slightly more serious commercial, this one. I thought the slow motion shot with the graphics was great. The film was nicely shot for the most part, had good dramatic music, and it had a great jump shot at the end. In your first couple of shots it's clearly dusk, but it gets dark very quickly. For continuity and consistency, it's worth keeping in mind what time of day you're going to be shooting and whether the conditions are going to change or not. I also thought it needed some kind of branding shot or logo at the end. Apart from that, good job, well done on making the heavyweights with your first entry, and welcome to Film Fights. You guys have made it really hard for me to pick a favourite, they're all so good. But I've got to, so for me it's I Hide by Dutch Lake, because it had my kind of sense of humour. Good branding with the app logo, and it felt most like a real commercial. Well done, you guys. Do you agree with my choice? Let me know in the comments below. But remember, I don't pick the actual winner, that's your job. So head over to filmfights.com and vote for the one you think best deserves those great prizes. We also had middleweight entries from Anthem Films, Studio 01 Film Pros Productions, and A with a K. And lightweights from CML Studios and International Angel Productions. Thanks everyone, and keep those entries coming in. And while you're over at filmfights.com, check out the Future Fights section. The next one is Our Stomach Turns, in which entrants must create a soap opera filled with all the best cliches. Runtime is 2.5 minutes and submissions are due June 30th. What's your favourite soap? And I don't mean the one you wash your face with. Let us know down below. Well, that's it for me. I hope you've enjoyed this episode and thanks for watching.